Well, in 1995, there were only 4.5 million outbound tourists from China, and that number increased to 135 million by 2016. While that seems like a very large number, it still represents less than 10% of the Chinese population today. We think the growth historically can be explained by the increasing size of the middle class, their rising affluence, as a direct result of the economic reforms that were put in place by the Chinese government. The increasing affluence of the Chinese traveler has also resulted in them becoming more discerning and demanding a better travel experience when overseas. There's a number of trends, but one of the key trends that we've noticed is the preference for mobile payments. In fact, a Nielsen study recently showed that approximately 65% of Chinese travelers use some form of mobile payment while they're abroad. WeChat Pay, Alipay are being rolled out on a global basis, and anecdotally here in the UK, department stores such as Harrods and Selfridges are using Alipay as a way of attracting Chinese tourists. We think this trend is explained by two key reasons. One of them is that Alipay and WeChat Pay are pervasive domestically in China, and therefore the population is very familiar with the use of mobile payments for goods and services. And secondly, mobile payments are increasingly being used for refunds of tax payments for tourists who visit countries like the UK. Well, we think there are two key developments to watch out for. The future of global travel, in our view, will be shaped by the Asian traveler. And secondly, we think Asia will become the dominant travel region for global tourism. Some have predicted that over 200 million people will start to travel out of China by 2020. That's only 2 years away, and it's a staggering number when you take into consideration the fact that it doesn't include tourists from countries like India and Indonesia, which are also very large populations. Our focus is really on the sectors that make up the tourism value chain. Because Harmony Capital focuses on the small and middle market, we see the more innovative, more entrepreneurial companies generally, and in this industry, particularly companies that are seeking to disrupt traditional models of budget travel and accommodation, e-wallet solutions, and payment platforms. We also see other companies that are seeking to disrupt other parts of the value chain, including in areas such as bookings and the like. Our reason for being interested in the disruptive models is because the industry itself is continuing to change rapidly. You have to ask yourself a very simple question, which is, when was the last time you walked into a travel agency to book your next holiday?